guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle, and today I'm going to be doing my favorite romance series of 2023. I love these videos. I love like end of year content, and so I'm really excited for this video. And I've read some really good series in 2023. I finished some series. This is going to include series I am caught up on or that I finished. So I'm very excited to get to this. So let's get right into this video. The first series I want to talk about is the Ravenel Series by Lisa Kleypas. I listened to this series on audio on Hoopla, I think, and it was just so good. I love this series. It's really fun. So each book is like a different family member, and so the first book is kind of like an intro to the whole series. I remember giving that book 4 stars, and so I think our heroine, she was married to the brother of all of the sisters in this like family, and so he passed away, and now like the brother's cousins are coming in to be like inherit the manor or whatever it is, and so she falls for the cousin, I think. But each book after that is about each of the different sisters, and I just love this whole series. I loved all of the sisters. One of the romances, I'll put it up on the screen, is a single mom historical romance, and it was amazing. Definitely one of my favorites, and I just like love this series. I thought it was so fun and lots of like Lisa Kleypas fun shenanigans, so definitely go check this one out. I think it is still on Hoopla, I'm not sure, but I love this series. The next series I want to talk about is the Dreamland Billionaire series. I finished Final Offer, which is the third and final book in this series, and this series was really good. I did not really love the first book, but I really enjoyed the second book. I gave that one 4 stars, and then I gave this one 5 stars. This book was amazing. And so the whole premise of this series is that it's kind of like a Disneyland kind of thing, but they call it Dreamland. It's like a Disneyland type like attraction. So each of the heroes in the books are the grandchildren of this like guy who created Dreamland, and so they each have this like contract where if they want to get the shares of the company that they received after their grandfather died, they have to do certain things. So like the first one, I think he had to become like the CEO. The second one had to marry someone, and then the third one, which is this one, he had to sell his lake house. So each of them have their own romances, and this was definitely my favorite. I love this one. It is a second chance friends to lovers romance, deals heavily with addiction, but I just love this one. It had a small town romance feel. It was really good, very slow burn, but I just love this romance. The next series I have is the King of Sin series by Anna Huang. I'm including the third book in this one because this is the one that I grabbed in the moment. But I have really enjoyed this series. I've listened to the whole series on audio so far, and each of the books, the audios are amazing. And this series all revolves around different billionaires and their romances. So the first book is a marriage to convenience / arranged marriage, and it's Hate to Love, and that one was really good. The second one is King of Pride, I think, and that one's like kind of like opposites attract, friends to lovers, 2 different people from like totally different lives, and I really like that one. And then this one is a marriage in trouble romance, second chance, and they've all just been really fantastic. Like this is definitely my favorite series from Anna Huang so far, and I am so excited for King of Sloth. I'm all caught up on this series, and I just love like this cover. They had exclusive editions that are like, you can see it's like foiled from Barnes & Noble, so definitely go grab these. They're beautiful, but I just really enjoyed all of them. I really loved like the possessive billionaire, and it's just fun to read a billionaire romance, and all of these were great. I enjoyed all of the books in the series so far. Then I finished the Chestnut Spring series, which included Reckless and Hopeless. And I'm just so sad that this series is over, but I am very excited for her next romance, which is going to be kind of in the same world, but it's another small town romance. of like I think it's a small town that the couple in Powerless visited on their road trip, like in the mountains, and so that sounds really good. But she released Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless this year. I forgot about Powerless. And all of those books are amazing, except I did not love Hopeless. I give that book 3 stars. It just was not a favorite, but the rest of the series is absolutely amazing. So good. It all revolves around this small town in Canada, and like there's just different romances. Like the first book is Hate to Love, which is this one. The second book is a nanny age gap forbidden romance. The third book is a friends to lovers romance / road trip romance. The fourth book is a surprise baby / secret baby, and it's really good. One of my favorite surprise / secret baby romances, which I don't usually love those, but I love that one. And then Hopeless is a fake engagement romance. So I've really enjoyed all of the books in the series except Hopeless, but the series is amazing. If you haven't started it, I highly recommend. Then I started this series in 2023. I don't remember what it is. I think it's like Lies, Hearts, and Secrets, maybe, but this is the first book, Little Lies, and I love this series. It is so good. It is the first romance that I've read from Helena Hunting, and I just love this series. It is a very angsty romance series. So the first book, it is a second chance hate to love romance. They were super close when they were younger, but now something happened in their past, and now they're both in college, and he absolutely hates her, and he is best friends with her brother and her cousin, that they all go to the same college, and they fall for each other, and it is super angsty and amazing. And the second book is a forbidden teacher-student romance, and I really love that one. I think I love that one more than this one. And then the third book is a friends to lovers hockey player and figure skater romance, and that one was really good too. And I hopefully she'll write more in the series, because I am just loving this series. I've listened to all of these books on audio, and they were all incredible. Highly recommend the audios. But I just love this series. It's so good. If you haven't started it, you should read it soon, because it is amazing. Then I have the Part of Your World series by Abby Jimenez. I didn't even know this was a series, but this includes Part of Your World and then Yours Truly, and I read both of these this past year, and they're both amazing. I think I love Yours Truly more, but the way they're in a series, I think they have like interconnecting characters. So this first one is a reverse age gap, like the heroine is older than the hero, and it's also small town romance. So the heroine, she's driving through this small town one night, and she basically gets like stuck, like her car, I think she like crashes or something weird happens with her car. So she ends up having to stay the night in this small town, and she stays the night with, I think, the guy who's like the mechanic, I can't really remember. And they have a one-night stand together, and she doesn't think she's going to see him again. But then her girlfriends and her go on a little like small town trip for the weekend, and she ends up staying at this manor / like bed and breakfast thing he works at. I think he's like the manager of, and they kind of reacquaint each other and start up a romance. But she's from the city and he's from a small town, and I think she's either going through a divorce or she was engaged or something. And I just really love this romance. It was super unique, so many fun quirky characters, like he has a goat, and it was really good. I really like this one. And then Yours Truly is such a great romance. It is a fake dating romance, kind of like, not like, it's more like dislike to love than hate to love. So the heroine is going through a lot in this period of her life. She just got out of a divorce, and her brother is going through kidney failure. I think it's kidney failure. And so she is just stressed to the max, and she also is trying to get this promotion because she is I think she's like a surgeon. And so this new guy comes in, and everybody's saying that he's going to get the promotion, and they kind of get off onto a rocky start. And then he ends up helping her out, and then in return she ends up fake dating with him, because his brother is dating his brother is dating his ex, and I think is getting married to his ex, and so he's telling his whole family like, I'm fine with it, but he's really not, but he just wants them to get off his back. So he starts fake dating the heroine, and it is so good. It also has anxiety representation in it. The hero has anxiety, and I just love the way it was portrayed in this book. And I just love both of these books. They were so good, especially the audiobook for yours truly was amazing, so definitely go check these both out. Then I have the Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. So this series is just impeccable. I have loved every book in this series so far. I think my favorite might be Caught Up or The Right Move. Like, I did love Mile High, but I think each book in this series just gets better and better. So this one is a kind of like forbidden romance, kind of like the hero is a hockey player and the heroine, she is a flight attendant, and they kind of start up a romance, but it's forbidden because she can't, you know, fraternize with clients. And I really like this one. It was really fun, and he's kind of a playboy but has to become a good guy for her. And then the second book is a fake dating forced proximity romance, and the third book is a single dad nanny romance. Each of them revolve around different sports. So this one's hockey, the second book is basketball, and the third one is baseball. So this whole series is amazing. They're all interconnected with the different characters, and if you haven't picked this series up, you should. It is so good, so quirky and unique, and so many cute moments of like acts of service from the different heroes, and I just love that in books. Like in the second book, Ryan, he knows that Indy, the heroine, loves iced coffee, and so before she would wake up, he would brew coffee and then put it in the fridge for her, just doing like really cute acts of servicey things. And I just love this whole series so much. I'm so excited for the next books to come in this series because I think she's going to write 2 more, and I am very excited for those couples. The next series I'm going to talk about is the Salacious Players Club series. So this is a series revolving around like a sex club, and I have not read Madame yet, but I don't think it's considered a part of its like the core series. I think only like the first 4 books are a part of it. But each of these series revolves around a different club owner and like different forbidden things. So the first book is a ex-boyfriend's dad romance, and she's also becomes his assistant. The second book is a stepbrother, stepsister romance. Third book is a polyamorous relationship. And then the third book is a reverse age gap romance where the heroine works with the hero's dad. So it's a really great series. I think the 4th book is my favorite, Mercy, and this book, Praise. I love both of these, and I just think it's a really fun series. And Sarah Kate does it in a really great way where it's not like oversaturated, I feel like, which I really appreciate. I am so sick of reading like sex club romances where it's just like all the time they're at the club and it's just like too much. And so I really enjoyed this series, and I am excited to finish and read Madame. Then I have the Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles. This is her newest series that she started in 2023. This series is so good. It is a small town romance series with some suspense in each of the books, and I just absolutely adore this series. I think it is so much fun. It's definitely more suspensey than her Tattered and Torn series, but I really have liked all of these books, and I don't think the suspense has like deterred the romance in any way. So this one specifically, this is the first book, and this is a second chance romance, and it's really good. I think the tropes in this series are like forced proximity, single dad, nanny romance, I think age gap is one of them. Just a lot of fun tropes, and I have loved this series so much. Definitely go read it if you haven't yet. Then I read the Vancouver Wolves series. I think that's what it's called. All in January of this year. All 4 books on audio on Hoopla. They were amazing. This is a hockey romance series. Each revolves around a different hockey player on the team, and it's just really good. The third book is my favorite. It is a arranged marriage romance, or marriage of convenience, and it is so good, and the hero treats it like it's a real marriage, and I love it. And this one is a forbidden romance. like force proximity, workplace. She works in marketing, I think, for the team, and she is also the coach's daughter, and he has a player on the team, and it gets very angsty, and I love this series. I think it's so fun. A great hockey romance series. I just really enjoyed my time reading this series. It was really good. And the last series I'm going to talk about is the Priest series by Sarah Simone. I love this series. Priest I gave 4 stars. For the other 2 books I gave 5 stars, and they are all different. Like the first book revolves around is a priest romance, which was not my favorite, but then the second book is the heroine is training to become a nun, but she's not a nun yet, and so she has a history with the hero. Like the hero is best friends with her brother, and it's also age gap, and she's like, well, I want to have 1 month for you to debauch me before I become a nun, because I'm never gonna have this time. And so they have like a romance, and it is so freaking good. The third book is super emotional. It's an romance, and the hero, one of the heroes, becomes a monk, and he doesn't tell the other hero why or anything and leaves him, and it's 4 years later, and it's very angsty. Second chance. This whole series is incredible. I love the audiobooks specifically. They're all amazing. So definitely go check this series out. All right, well, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me chat about my favorite series of 2023. Definitely down below, let me know what series you read in 2023, because I would love to know. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.